Hello, this is Rajesh and welcome to Softeath. In this lecture, we will see how we can display messages and numbers in Java. Like we will talk about strings, print and println methods, and we will talk about system class, and then we will see numbers, the arithmetic operators, and then we will see how to print numbers. So first of all, what is a string? Simply, a string is a sequence of character. So if you want to write some text in Java, this text will be a string. Now all strings in Java should be put in double quotes. Let me give you some examples. Over here, it is a single character A which is inside of double quotes. So it is considered as a string. Now another example, we have this word which is good and it puts inside double quotes. So it is also a string. Now over here, it is a sentence which is a group of words puts between double quotes, so it is also a string. Now look at this. We have the number 1 to 8 between double quotes. So this is not considered as a number. This will be a string. We put the characters that is 1 to 8 between double quotes. So this will be a string. Now this over here also a string. As you can see, we have double quotes, but it is empty. So it is an empty string. Similarly, this is also a string. It contains characters between double quotes. So all the characters you see on your keyboard, whenever we put them between double quotes, they will be a string. So in summary, a string is a group of characters put between double quotes. Now let's talk about println method. We will see how we can call the println method or how we can use it. First of all, this method display its parameters on console window, then add a new line. So whatever you put between parentheses will be printed on console window. So what is a console window? Later on we will see it is a small window where we can see the output of our program. So let's see how we can call the println method. First of all, it ends with a semicolon. So this is a statement. Here we are writing system.out.println and between parentheses we are passing the strings. First of all, forget about system.out. We will talk about it in little bit. Just focus on println method. As I said before, in order to call a method, we will put the name of the method followed by the parameters. And this is what we are doing over here. The name of the method is println and between parentheses we are giving parameter as string. So Java developer wrote this method to display whatever we give it as a parameter. So this string should be printed. Now due to this also their statement prints that given as parameter. Now let's see another example. Suppose that we pass 1 to 8 as a parameter to the println method. So the string 1 to 8 should be printed. Also if we print an empty string, it should be printed. But because it is an empty string, we will see nothing. Another example, we can print this string over here between double quotes. So now let's see the output of this Java code whenever it gets executed. First of all, it prints A, and as you can see, it is printed without the double quotes. The only reason is they are just to tell Java that you are going to print a string, but the value that will be printed is the value written between the double quotes. So this is why we will see A is printed without the double quotes. Now this statement finishes executing. Now we want to print good, and because we are using println, this ln over here means that we want to get a new line. So whenever we print the character A, we will go to the new line. So when we print this string good over here, we will see it on a new line like this. Good will be printed and also we get a new line because we have a println method with it. Similarly, hello world will be printed and then it makes a new line. After that 1 to 8 will be printed and after printing it makes a new line. Now we are going to print an empty string on the new line over here. So we will actually see nothing because it is an empty string. But we will get a new line, so we will print nothing over here and then we will move to the new line. So now next string will be printed. Remember that the ln used to break a new line. Now let's have a look at print method. It works the same as the println method, but it does not break into a new line. So it is also displays the parameter on the console. So now look at this example, which are written using print method. So all the output will be printed on the same line. That is, like println method, we will not get a new line. So the output of this statement will be look like this. That is, first we print A. So the first statement executed, and now we will execute second statement. So we will print good. Like that, it print the next statement as 1 to 8. After that, we are printing an empty string. So we will not print anything. And after that, it will print the next string. So the only difference between print and println is that there is no line break in print method. I hope you understand print and println method. Now whenever we use print or println method, we write system.out.print or println. So let's see what is system.out. First of all, the out is an object of the printstream class. So in Java, we have a class which is printstream, and Java developers created an object from that class which is called out. Now this object contains some methods, that is, it contains print method and println method. Now you know that objects can contain method just like class. So printstream class contains some methods, and whenever we create an object from this class, this object will also contain methods. So if you want to access the print and println method, the out object will use the dot operator. Now the object out refers to the standard output device, which is the screen. This is why whenever we use print or println method, we will see something printed on our screen on the console window. So these are the information I want you to know about the out object. Now let's talk about the system class. First of all, note that it names according to the Pascal case convention, so we can conclude that it is a class. Now look at the out over here. It is named according to the camel case convention. The first letter is the small letter, so this is a variable or field. We will talk about it later on. Here out is inside the system class, so it is the field of system class. So in order to access out of the system, we will use the dot operator. So now I will do something like this. We want to access the system class, so we use dot operator, and inside the system class we have the object out or the out field, and we want to access the methods from inside this field. We will use the dot operator, and then we will access the println method. So now I hope you understand why we write system.out.println or print. Now we will see how we can display numbers in Java. Numbers in Java are just like numbers in mathematics. So let me give you some example. All these numbers over here are valid in Java. So we can have numbers without decimal part, and we can have numbers with decimal part, and also we can have positive and negative numbers. So in Java you can use numbers as it is in mathematics. Now let's talk about arithmetic operators. First of all, there will be a question, what is arithmetic operators? So arithmetic operator used to make some arithmetic operation. For example, we can make addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. We will discuss arithmetic operator and much more details about it later on. So now suppose that we want to make some addition in Java, that is, we want to add two or more values. So we can do that using addition operator, which is the plus sign, and we can do subtraction using minus sign, also multiplication using asterisk symbol, and division using forward slash symbol. So now let's print some values. For example, I am calling the println method by passing 54 as parameter. So the println going to print 54 on console. In another example, I am printing 6 plus 3. So Java will calculate 6 plus 3 and then it print the result. Also I am printing 6 minus 3, 6 multiplied by 3 and 6 divided by 3. So if we run this Java program, we are going to see the following output. First of all, it prints 54 and gets a new line. Then it's calculate 6 plus 3 and prints the value in console window, which is 9. Similarly, the values of 6 minus 3, 6 multiplied by 3 and 6 divided by 3 is calculated and printed on the console window respectively. Now what I wanted to know that the value will be calculated, then the result will be printed. For example, let's take the addition statement. Java knows that at first addition of numbers calculated, so this is a expression that something produces a value, that is 6 plus 3 produces a value which is 9. So we will calculate this expression and then println will print the result, which is in this case 9. So this applies all the statements over here. Now there must be a question that why the double quotes are not used with this expression. As I said before, double quotes are used to define strings. So if we write some expression between double quotes, it will print as it is and not be calculated. For example, if we type 5 asterisk 3 in between double quotes, it will print 5 asterisk 3 in console window. Whereas if we remove the double quotes, it will calculate it and prints the value which is 15. So this is it. If you have any doubts regarding to this video, then comment below. See you in our next video. Thanks for watching.